You know what? You know what? I'm so good help is hard to find, but I'm glad I got it. Welcome to the uh-oh.
Yeah,
Hey
get on out of here.
Demetrio. Good help is hard to find, but I thank God I got it. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to the Real Housewives of Orange County after show here live on No Chaser TV. Boy, I thought we had a dud, and then those last 5 minutes of this episode, you know, they put me back together. I was a broken bird, thinking we were going to have to review a bunch of nothing, but looks like we got a show tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sammy, thank you for rejoining us. How have you been?
I've been great, child. You what's up with your camera?
What's wrong with it?
Is it your light?
What's wrong?
You a little fuzzy.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Maybe because I'm doing 2 shows in one day.
You working too hard.
Oh, and the people, let me tell you about the people, child. How the people don't give a damn nothing about you. They run you into the ground if they can. Okay. How about now?
There you go.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Child, so I'm doing the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, right? I say tune in for the after show tonight, as you guys have done so. We always have 200 plus in the room every week for the after show. And so I'm saying this, I'm doing 2 shows on Thursdays until OC is over with. Somebody asked in the comments, are you doing House of Villains? Bitch, what?
Was it Sean?
It was Sierra content, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I was tired, boss. Damn. Anyway, you guys make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Thank you for joining us wherever you're at. Hey, Demetrio in the back. We had another drawing. Just so much great fun here at No Trace TV. So glad to be a YouTube partner. And we had a drawing amongst the current broadcast team for a 6-month subscription to YouTube Premium. And Demetrio, our trustee, I almost said Dusty. He may not be dusty, but maybe he's a little rusty. I don't know. We're gonna see. He's been out for a couple of days.
2 things can be true.
You said what?
2 things could be true. He could be dusty and rusty.
Either way it goes, he won a 6-month subscription to YouTube Premium. We know the last drawing we had was for the AMC movie theater tickets, and Jamie won that. So congratulations to you, Demetrio. Congratulations to Jamie. Now let's get right on into this daggone show, down to the thing with the people. Before I do that, though, you've been gone for a little bit. You had to play catch up. Where are you at on all things OC? Let's play catching up with Sammy. Give me your thoughts on all things OC. All things OC. You got 30 seconds. Go.
It's been cool. I know we're near to the end, and you can sort of tell. It seems like there have been filler episodes. Alexis, I have never been so annoyed with an individual in my entire housewife. I think she got it worse than Sharice over there for talking to me. Because tonight, I'm done with her. I don't need to see her no more at all. Oh, you know what? She could take Emily with her. They can Wackadoodle out the door together.
You Wackadoodle. You Wackadoodle. I said that's the best. I'm sorry. I'm reading the backstage comments. I'm reading the comments. Nobody stop. I listen. Love.
I don't even know who Demetrio is.
That's Demetrio bodyguard. Love, y'all. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna be skipping through a lot of the show because it was a lot of filler this episode. Gina and Shannon are talking about Dos Amigas, and Tamara fell out with them, and so it's now Vicky and Shannon doing a show. If you were of the ticket going public, would you go see Tres Amigas, Dos Amigas, No Amigas? Where would you land on all things Tres Amigas?
I would only see Dos Amigos if they was gonna fill Shannon up with Dos Equis. That show looked so tired, like it was no excitement, no thrill. Going to get a girl her liquor so we can get a party going. Because if I'm gonna pay money, I want to be entertained. And that sequin dresses and it was just the dress was ill fitted. The show seemed like it was just boring. I don't know. And maybe Tamara was a spark they needed, but even with the 3 of them, it's like Escape 3. I don't want to see if it's not the whole thing. I'm good on it.
It's
But
like very niche humor.
I probably wouldn't go see them to begin with anyway. So, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I just anyway, we'll get to it.
No, 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 no.
Um,
Would you buy a ticket?
no,
Not even if YouTube gave it to you for free.
there will be a raffle.
Demetria can win that one.
Well, the BCO's name will not be in the next drawing because he won this one. So enjoy your YouTube Premium. We'll get that subscription right on over to you. And please let us know all things YouTube Premium. Anyway, since Tamara fell out with them and she said she's not doing it because that lady drank too much, it's not going to ruin her reputation. Now, I found that to be most interesting that Tamara did not want her reputation to be ruined by appearing on a platform with Shannon. And I just was thinking to myself, what reputation does Tamara think that she has?
I'm confused on that too, because even though later on in the episode she says how she would do like these villainous things, it wouldn't be Heather, it would be her. I'm thinking, you do know we think you a bitch already, right? So what are you like? What are you saving?
Sammy. Oh, oh gosh. Okay. Anyway, Gina tells Shannon that Katie told Heather um, that she was using her. Let me make sure I got it right. Gina told Shannon that Katie told Heather that Gina told Katie that Gina was using Heather for her real estate connections. And Gina says that's just absolutely not true. So much so that Heather hasn't even given her any real estate leads. Um, and Shannon says maybe Katie misheard. Did Katie mishear this? I mean, I know that bits up all last week, and then at the end of the episode, Katie then says that it was that I guess Gina told her that she wanted to maintain her relationship with Heather for the business connections. Do you believe that?
I believe it. I believe it. She may have Heather may have she probably has not given her any type of connections or helped her at this point, not yet, but I'm pretty sure she's anticipating it. Like
Well,
I
Heather
think
said she
Katie,
can kiss her goodbye.
yeah, I think Katie. I think the new girl. She's a little. I think she embellishes some, but I do believe that she landed the mark on this one.
Delicio, but all the stuff that's going on with Diddy, why would you write that at the workplace? I'm gonna have to I'm gonna get HR on you.
Is this a harassment claim?
It will be up to you to decide. I don't know.
I settle out of court for a YouTube Premium subscription.
Ow. All right. Shannon says that her attorney told her that Johnny J has no plans on settling whatsoever and has videos for Shannon if she want to act up and get crazy. So to Emily and Shannon's lawyer, it sounds like extortion. Sammy, does this sound like extortion to you?
Yes.
Why would they willingly? Do you? I would have broke up with Alexis because do you think that he wanted Alexis to tell that much?
Well, I thought he said the lawyer said it. I thought the lawyer
Well, I
was.
mean, Alexis told the group, so.
You know what? I think that he knows that Alexis is just head over heels and stupid at this point. So he knew she was gonna take that back. I mean, every time we see in the clips, every time something happens, she's on FaceTime with him, and she got him on the speakerphone, giving him the rundown of what was going on. So he knew very well that she was going to take that back to the group. He
Well,
wants
he
her to
probably put it in
antagonize.
her bag.
Yeah, he
Why would
wants her
you? I
to.
would never said that. I just would have dropped the video.
He wants her to antagonize Shannon. What got me was the fact that even the lawyer, like they stood on it, like, yeah, we want this as an insurance policy. But an insurance policy for what? If you and the girl have broken up, like y'all don't have communication, so what do you need an insurance policy for? You just want
You
to
know how
pick.
some people say, spill your own tea so nobody can spray you with it? In this instance, now I do feel like these videos are probably pretty damning. Would you self-release the videos or would you cooperate?
I don't even know if she has videos, but I mean, let's what is he proving? That she's a drunk? She ran into a damn house. We know this already. TMZ already leaked the video. So what more is he gonna tell us about Shannon? That she's a lunatic. We've been watching her on the seasons for how long has she been on OC Housewife?
This is season 9.
So we don't know that she's a little loose, like in the head. We don't know that she. I mean, come on. What are you gonna put out there?
Especially off that goose. Please don't get her started. Um, Meanwhile, Emily is telling the group that while she feels like it's extortion, she has bigger things on maybe bigger isn't the best word, but she has other things on her mind, such as why Heather would make her wear jeans down to the event while all the other girls had on black slacks that were provided by the designer. She feels that while Heather was not being malicious, it definitely did make her feel left out. It also triggered her in her weight loss journey, and feels that Heather does not give her enough credit for all of the weight that she has lost. She went in the bathroom and had a nervous breakdown. Now, I want to say this to you. It is not for Heather to give you credit for the weight that you have lost. That's not for her to do. It is for you to give yourself the credit for the weight that you've lost because you're doing it because you want to. Now, it makes me feel that she's not doing this because this is a journey that she wants to do for her. She's doing it because she's on television and she's around a bunch of skinny bitches.
She wants to be validated by. I mean, it seems like especially Heather.
But the thing is, when you do the work and you work hard to reach any goal, but most especially weight loss, when you work hard to do the weight loss, the recognition and the acknowledgement comes from all the hard work that you did that is now paying off when you're starting to yield the results for the body type that you wish to be. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. You did the whole sexy photo shoot for your husband. You buying all these new clothes. Heather, they showed the clip where she complimented on her body looking good. So what more do you want? Like,
Yeah, now I will say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. It would have triggered me. I would have felt the type of way because why everybody got on black leather pants and you told me to bring blue jeans.
you know,
You could have at least told me to bring black leather pants or something. You get what I'm saying?
I don't think it was a malicious intent,
I
but
don't think it was
I do
malicious.
think that Heather was unsure of what she would be comfortable in. So how about you just bring your own pair of jeans and I do everything else.
The worst thing you could do to anyone, whether they big, small, tall, or little, is have them do one thing and have everybody else doing something else. That's just one on one. Remember when Nene said they had her show up and they told her the color was black, allegedly, and everybody else had on white when she got to the reunion and she went and changed really quick?
Well, Nene was a damn lie because we knew months ago before that even happened they're supposed to be in all white. So I don't know how we knew it. She didn't, but
I'm just using that
I
as
do,
an example.
I do agree. I do agree. She could have told her to like bring black leather pants or
So
something.
then it begs the question, why would she have asked someone else to do something different regardless? And this person just so happened to be the biggest person in the group. I at first didn't think it was malicious, but I do think that that is something that deserves to be called into question, most certainly, because nobody wants to feel left out. Like I said, no matter whether you feel like you look beautiful, you don't look beautiful, you're this, you're that, nobody wants to be left out in general. And so at a fashion show where everybody's wearing one thing, you got one and the other, and she's the plus size girl, it is a little suspect if you ask me. It's a little suspect. I don't know if it was malicious, but it's suspect. And I think that I would have questions for her. And if she answered the questions like a normal human being, we had a good dialogue and I understood where she was coming from and why she made that decision, then I'm okay with why she made the decision, or at least whether I'm okay with it or not, it is no longer on Heather's plate. It's on my plate because now it's up for me to receive why she did what she did. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then you also have to think about when she had on the same address as Alexis, she had a problem with that. So
Well,
she's just not comfortable. She's just not comfortable with herself at this point. Regardless of what she was placed in, I think, regardless of what she was going to feel a way being involved with those other girls because she's the bigger girl.
Yes, Emily may have been doing too much, but I think that and I think that she was acting like a wackadoodle about it. But like I said, I don't think that the thought process is too far out of bounds because the natural inclination when you and then you don't know that you're wearing jeans and everybody else got on black slacks or black leather pants, and then you get on stage and you look around and see everybody looking different. You're like, damn, why I got on? I feel crazy. Why? Yeah, I just would have been like, why? What the hell was that about? So like I said, we can. I don't really give a fuck if you agree with me or not. I just want to say we can agree, disagree. I do understand where she was coming from. I kind of just wish that she was more in control of her emotions to address it, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. Oh well, you know what? Let's read Love Love Love's comment, and then we can go ahead and move forward. Could you read that, please?
Child, I'm on a whole different system tonight. I got my iPad though. It says no, Emily was doing too much. If she didn't bring her own pen, she would have complained about the ones Heather gave her. Same way she complained about the dress.
She says she wouldn't have done complained. She
If she
complained
bought it,
about
if
the
she would have
ones
bought her
Heather.
own, yeah, she was still gonna complain. She was gonna complain because she was not gonna be comfortable standing next to those other girls because of her size.
She should have. She shouldn't have agreed to the fashion show.
That would have been her best option.
Well, that whoop, there it
But
is. If that was the
I
case,
think what she in her mind is, I got those zipping going. I feel good. I look good. So I'm finna get out here and I'm finna.
she said she never Ozempic.
Well, she said she knew where to get some from. So I don't know. Maybe she allegedly she know
Maybe she's
what.
not on Ozempic. Maybe she on Monjaro. People get off by technicality. Um,
And she is a lawyer.
exactly. Uh, Now, as mothers to LGBTQIA children, Meredith Marks from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Heather presented at the GLAAD Awards. Alexis was in the audience. And this is just a scene like I was always frustrated when Candy would have awards and be honored for stuff, and like a section of the girls didn't go or the production crew didn't go and film it. I never understood why they don't go and film anymore, these type of things. So I like to see this type of stuff. Very brief and not very long, but it just shows that the girls have things going on in their day-to-day life. And that's what we, want to see. Well, that's what I would like to see more of.
Yeah.
Them following them to events, that are in and out of the city that necessarily doesn't have to have the whole group or be a whole thing, but show that they're actually doing stuff. Hey, Auntie, what did you think about that? I know you're a big Candy fan, so when she was getting honored, and they decided to follow the girls to Birmingham, Alabama, instead of following her to her awards banquet. What did you think about that back then?
It gave. I mean, we've been saying for a while that Housewives they've kind of stepped away from like the original format where they kind of just follow the girls and what they had going on in their individual lives. It's more so group based. Like they want the drama, they want all the confusion. They've centered it more around that. So it was good to see on here. Like we like the drama, we like all the chaos, but still give us what we came for originally. Like we can go to Zeus and watch all the craziness. We just wanted that 100%. But I was glad that they showed this going on. But I think it also has to do with the production companies, and I think it also has to do with the wife, because of course they're gonna follow Heather Dubrow. And then you got Meredith there as well. So let's go and get this little cute little crossover that the people gonna go crazy over, and put it on the screen for a good 30 seconds. And yeah, they, especially with the black girls, they're more drama focused. They don't really want to let us know what's going on in their daily lives, which kind of sucks.
And it's quite interesting that they had that crossover tonight. And no, Chaser TV did Salt Lake City. Go watch that. And now we're doing Orange County. Keep watching this. Um, Vicky and Shannon are at the venue for the Dos Amigos, and Shannon is ordering a vodka soda. I've officially taken myself off of Shannon drink watch duty. Someone in the comments was like, if Shannon's not driving, she should be able to drink. I personally think that she should have probably taken a break from alcohol, at least until she don't have to blow up her car, to like a hot air, like a balloon, in order to get it to drive up the street. But it is what it is. Where are you landing with Shannon and her drinking?
You know what? I am not against her having a drink. I just want her to be more responsible with it. I don't. I get everybody saying, she shouldn't be drinking or she shouldn't be doing it on the camera or doing it in front of the people. But hell, if you gonna do it, I appreciate her being authentic. Like she's not saying, hey, I'm not drinking. She said I'm still gonna drive my car. I'm gonna have my drinks. I just have to blow into the damn thing. Just be responsible with it, because I mean they won't show her no grace if she does something ignorant again. But I'm not mad at her for drinking, especially being around these girls and all they want to do is pick, and nah, girl, go on and get your vodka soda, but just Also get your Uber.
I always said when I found out if I was her, I had to blow my car up, blow the car, whatever, in order to get it to crank up, and then it, randomly drug test me every 5 to 15 minutes. I would have drove that car right to the bar. Uh, that would have stressed me out.
And they was gonna be
Um,
picking you right on up.
got
Right.
nothing else to lose. Um, mm, mm, mm. Emily is getting ready. Oh no. The girls all met together and was talking about their children and all that stuff. We're not going over that tonight. Jen see, but we will talk about how Jen saw her son Dawson going down the wrong road and the wrong path. Let's just call it what it is. He lazy. He don't want to do no work. He want to stay out all night. He want to kick it with the people. He want to have his cocktails down to the bar with Shannon, and he ain't but 17. And so Jen says that she wishes that someone would have shaken her and waken her up and helped her get the skills that she needed so she wouldn't be worried about how she was going to take care of all of her children at 46 with no skills, nothing going on. Everybody say she broke. People say she can't pay her house note, her car note, nothing going on with herself but this TV show. Thank God for the TV show, and people actually like her because if not, normally we would have been got rid of somebody like Jen years ago. But we like Jen. I'm rooting for Jen. I want the best for her. But she told her son that he need to get his shit together, for lack of a better terms. He said, I will be doing so at my father's house. And that just broke her up into tears. And can I just say this? I want Jen to win. Like I want her to win. I really hope they keep her for a couple more years so she can really stack up her housewives coins. Don't touch a housewife coin, Jen, long as Ryan is not in the slammer. Do not touch them coins. And get your real estate license, Diva, because that's what everybody do in OC. Get your real estate license and sell some houses. That's how you clear it, okay? Or you be a lender and you give people money to go buy their houses. Since the girl said you can't pay rent, I'm helping the girls get their rent. Catch that dirt. Something. My heart broke. What did you think about that scene?
That young man wants to go to his father's house because he does not want to be. He want to do what he want to do. He don't want no rules. He don't want to be regulated. Like you say, you coming home for dinner, you just sit in the car because you don't want to come in the house because all she's talking about is what's wrong with Dawson. You giving her nothing but that. You making her work. He wants to go to his dad's house because the daddy ain't gonna give a damn what he does. It's really that simple. Being over there with Ryan, like yeah, you and all them kids can come, but goddamn, we gonna have some rules. And Dawson don't like that. He doesn't like that. And I'm glad that she told him, look, I'm not trying to harp on you, but if you being stupid, I'm still your mom, and I'm gonna let you know that.
Oh,
I wish that she would have told him, look, you can go to your daddy's when you're 18, but you gonna stay here. You gonna get some sense about you because it reminded me of Alexia back in Miami. Her oldest son. It gives like it's gonna go.
Peter?
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's gonna go that route because he
Yeah, he
that
already made up his mind.
yeah, and you know, smoking weed is legal out there in California, so you know he getting high. He finna go to that one bedroom with his daddy and smoke all the trees.
He need to drop his ass off right off to the U.S. military. He don't want to go. I'm gonna get you um, a degree and go and get you a Chevrolet Impala and get your ass something and some benefits and get your
Yeah, she
ass
said
right.
he want to sleep in and not go to class. Like, boy,
I mean, I didn't either.
who does? Who does want to? But I mean,
Nobody does, but I
but
did it.
exactly.
Oh, I didn't want to do it. And I had
Especially
a mother just like Jen. Well, my mama wasn't like Jen because Jen was like, please go to school. Mama. You better get your ass up. It wasn't like that. But, when she was just saying, like, I'm always going to be a mother, my heart, something about Jen really, like, a lot of housewives don't do this to me anymore, but I get emotional watching Jen at times. Like, I be wanting that lady to win.
because you can tell she's really in a bad spot because she truly was just cool. It's like she was with that husband thinking she had it made and that was just going to be her. That was her end goal. You could tell she didn't have it all and just lose it being irresponsible. She really was just clueless, which kind of sucks. But white women, I mean, that's their thing. They get married, they marry rich. They really don't have to worry about anything.
And then he spent, Leah had spent like a top of the summertime when she had 40 something. Lisa.
And when she said I'm 46, I was like, God damn, girl. I mean, You didn't even try to steal a little bit of the money and make your own private account or
I
nothing.
put it to the side.
Something like you didn't do nothing. And then
You
you
know
got
who really got
there,
made?
and that's the part that gets me. You know that this man he's in financial control. Everything's under him. You got there to take your ass out and cheat. You should have
How you
damn sure.
cheat on me and because I thought in California if you cheat, no ma'am, you get half.
No, well, she was the cheater.
She cheated. I forgot.
Yeah, she was the cheater. So if you know you're doing wrong, you damn sure should have been trying to put some money to the side.
Oh my God.
So,
But why she was so hurt when she found out that he was with her best friend?
you wouldn't have been hurt.
Not if I was doing a cheating.
Well, at this point, girl, we could still be best friends because you need. I know he got the money. That means you got the money, so we got the money. She just don't be thinking. She don't be thinking right or something. I don't know.
Down on my luck.
Well, she cheated because Ryan got her. So
for how long?
That is to be decided by the judge.
Damn.
I guess.
So let me ask you this. I've never asked this question. Is this Jen's karma?
That's, you know what? I've never looked at it that way. But I mean, she said the man was doing everything right. She was the problem, so hell. It was fun while it lasted, I guess.
I completely forgot she was the one who cheated that bitch.
I never looked at it that way.
Cause you tell him about to be done with her. You can tell like my body language was shifted, right?
Cause she was the one. She was the cheater.
I forgot she cheated on him with Ryan. Oh Lord! If I can't root for Jen, who can I root for?
Let's just over there in OC, Shannon.
I mean, but you know, listen, I'm always root for Shannon when it comes to Tamara being messy and nasty to her. But I mean, and Johnny J and them, they doing her wrong. But I mean, she did kind of run to the house. I don't know. All right. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. We're actually almost done. We got a quick one tonight, y'all. Almost 100 people in the room. Oh, look. All I see is fireworks.
You paid the bill this month.
No, not really. The bill is due. The bill is due over here at No Chaser TV. Y'all gonna send a super chat. Please. Help me chat. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel so we keep getting the YouTube perks. Emily is getting ready for the group event at Jen's and at Jen's boyfriend's house. Let's be very clear. Well, I mean, if that's Jen's boyfriend, that's her house too. Her children stay there, right?
That's what he told her, making her home too.
Period. At Jen's house, like I said, ain't nobody gonna check it. Gina says she looks like Janet. Emily looks like Janet Jackson. And I was thinking, shit, me more like Freddie Jackson. You got Janet Jackson fucked up.
Oh, I must have been getting ready to film when I heard, because I didn't hear none of that kind of mess.
She's talking about you like Janet Jackson. I say, what?
Is it another Janet Jackson we don't know
of? Janet Reno? Janet from Three's Company? Listen, I get that you're trying to boost your sister head up because you know she's finna go in there and get cussed out by Heather about them jeans. But damn, you put a little bit of that's the only black curvy woman you could think of. Come on, give me somebody else.
I guess it was all black. Maybe it was all black. She thought it was giving Rhythm Nation or something. I don't know.
If she had the hair, you know, Janet at one point was doing the hair. Remember she had the hair and walked through that walls like this?
That hoe would never be Janet Jackson.
She could never be Janet Jackson. What? I thought I almost fell off my damn bed when she said that. Let me see. I know y'all heard that in the group chat. Well, she said it. I couldn't believe it. I said, what? And the first thing I thought about was Smokey for Friday. Talk about she looked like Janet Jackson. Bitch got the car looking like Fred Jackson.
But if you come out here, I won't call you. That's for the game. Don't come out here.
Emily is a gorgeous woman, but Janet Jackson. See, that's what we're doing wrong with the people. Emily don't look like Janet Jackson. Emily look like Emily. And that is good enough. Catch. Y'all. That was the word, what did they mean? Don't give me the preaching on this thing tonight. Emily is getting ready for the group event at Jen's house, and Gina told that lady she looked like Michael Jackson. She like Janet Jackson.
That would have been closer than Janet.
Emily told us she liked Tito Jackson. Rest in peace, Tito. Why would Gina tell Emily she liked Tito Jackson? Um, by the way, really rest in peace, Tito Jackson. I'm a huge fan of the Jacksons, the whole family. My favorite song is Centipede by Reba Jackson. I love the Jackson Five. I love the Jacksons.
Out of the
I love
entire Jackson catalog, that's your favorite song?
it is falling like a centipede. Centipede! Hell yeah. I really do like Centipede. Bitch, fuck
I'm
you.
not.
Anyway.
I'm not saying you don't like it, but for that to be your favorite out of all the Jackson songs,
When it's landed in the crawling and the centipede is crawling. I really do love Centipede. Like, I know you probably think I'm just like being like messy,
no,
but
I believe that. But I'm just it's
Centipede is that jam.
out of all the Jackson songs.
And she having
Okay,
like one dress the whole video. Oh my God. We even tore that song up. Um,
ain't heard from her since.
all right. Gina, don't you Gina tells Emily that she liked Mahalia Jackson. And Emily is already dragging the jean thing as she gets to the house. Talk about the little fat dog and about the jeans. I said, oh Lord, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Alexis arrives, and Heather thanks her for coming to the Glad event. And Heather says that she wishes Johnny J could have made it because she knows how much he supports Alexis. Now, when Heather said it about that Johnny J, was that the only one kind of roll my eyes?
What? I was confused. So is Alexis? Is she like bisexual or something?
No, her children.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I was
I
confused.
don't know
Like,
what her children are, but her children fall within the LGBTQIA spectrum.
okay,
So I don't know what they are.
but that makes it make a little bit more sense. But I still don't
That's why
understand.
she keeps going. No, Alexis. But see, the thing is, Alexis came in and she was a devout Christian when she joined the cast, and she called herself Jesus Barbie. My husband's my king, and God, he's my savior, something like that. That was her tagline. She was like such a devout Christian and just such the faith in the Bible and this and this and this. So I think that her having children that fell within the LGBTQIA lens really changed her outlook. She's still a Christian, but it does change her outlook on some of the views that she had when she first came into the show. And that is the ironic part about the trajectory of Alexis. So that's why she's always at the events with Heather,
So you
right?
mean to tell me she was worse than what she is now?
Oh, absolutely.
I started watching. I guess I could say at the right time. 'Cause
Oh, absolutely. They ganged up on her so bad season 7. Oh my God. There's this a group trip on season 7. They're like in the woods, in the bushes or something like that, like on a tropical vacation or something like that. And Tamara, Gretchen, and Heather really went off on her. It was so bad that you end up feeling bad for Alexis. The next season they come back, they're at the Cut Fitness opening party, and Alexis is there saying something. And Tamara's like, shut the fuck up, you shut the fuck up, get out. And she gets up and she pulls her seat out and all that stuff. And like, um, the new girl was like, "Well, how bad was it they bullied you because you're going to these events?" And Alexis like, "I went on Xanax for it, Lydia." Like they really bullied her. So when people are saying like, "Why is Tamara friends with Alexis?" She was so mean and nasty to Alexis. Alexis's last 2 seasons on that show. Hell, Alexis is like first season on that show. At the reunion, she said something about Alexis being too drunk and not paying attention, and her kids were in the stroller and fell in the pool or something like that, allegedly. So she's just been really nasty to her.
Tamara is a bitch.
And that's why I'm so confused that Tamara's so confused that people think she's bitchy, and mean.
Well,
Auntie, yeah, Auntie, it was bad. Sidebar, those were really good seasons, you're right. Wow, those were really good seasons. OC really used to have it going on back in the day, Sam. They really did. It's just not starting to get back to where it's like good again,
Good Housewives.
Yeah, because they really were like quintessential housewives in a cul-de-sac. This is the core group of friends. This is who they are. They know each other's business. They know what everybody's buried. Like it was really good back then. Anyway, um, so Alexis just starts getting all choked up and all choked up and She can barely talk, and everybody's like, "Spit it out, just say it. What the freak is wrong with you, you weirdo?" And I actually missed that part. So, what was Alexis's big reveal?
She said it's just all become too stressful. She said she just lost her mom. She just broke up with her fiance. Now she's with John Jansen and his ex, and all the issues they're having. This lawsuit is just way too much. It gave, you saw people fighting, you jumped in the fight, got hit upside your head, now you mad. Anybody tell you to get involved in none of this? You did that. You did it willingly. You was doing it with a smile, and now that the girls are telling you, "Hey, back off a little bit," now it's all too much. But I bet you if they was giving hoorah and all jumping on Shannon with her, she wouldn't be sitting there pouting and crying. So
Yeah,
what? Like
you're
Alexis,
absolutely right.
ugh, that girl, that is one annoying ass woman. She, I was sitting here looking at the TV. My nose was so turned up. I just ugh. I didn't understand what was going on. She was sitting there like she didn't want to spit it out. She was dragging it. I felt like them like, girl, tell us what the hell going on and let's move on to something else because it's not that deep. And then that's what you spit out. I would have put her out of my house. Go ahead and go home. Production, take
But
her
you
mic.
know what's crazy?
You're not doing this.
Sammy, none of those things are like far fetched. I'm sure she's stressed out going through all that stuff. The passing of her mother, Johnny J, and this Shannon thing, being back in front of the cameras and not having the support that she thought she would get. I'm sure she is, but all she had to do was lead with that and be authentic.
All she had to do was not inflict the damn wound on herself. Nobody told her to do any of those things. She signed
Shannon
that
told her,
contract.
episode 1, I am not trying to fight you over no man.
And she continued. And now she remember her mama gone. Now she remember she just lost her fiance. Now she remember that she, girl, You're not gonna come over here picking no fights, and when you start getting hit back, now you want to cry and complain about it. I have never cared for something like that. I don't care. Rest in peace to her mother. I'm sure that was a bad thing, but you knew you had all this going on before you came over here picking with this woman. Now that she tapped you on your shoulder and said, "Hey, I know you want to talk to me, baby, but I'm not interested in talking to you." Now you want to cry? No, I'm not with that. No, no, I
Oh,
don't
she
like.
ate her real good, right?
And I was watching in and out of the episodes, but I caught that real good. Yeah, let her know, Shannon. Look, girl, I know you want to make amends, but bitch, I don't want to. Yes, Shannon, and then walked on out the party. And now the next episode, she slipped that hyperventilating at the pool. No, no.
Ooh-wee. Did you see how she strutted out of the room after she got Alexis together last week?
I live.
I lived too. I said that. Why wasn't that in the daggone trailer? Because that was sickening.
And it was just so, she was so nice, nasty. I know you want to talk, but I just want to let you know that I'm not interested. She went on. They should have put on her music again. The Pretty Girls Walk. They should have gave her that while she was living. Because I live.
I ain't gonna lie. I know this probably gonna sound crazy to a lot of people. That was some black woman shit Shannon did. Let me tell you something. I know that that's what you want, but it ain't never happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
She should have. If Shannon would have flipped that hair on her, oh my god.
I hate when Shannon be leaving the rooms, but that particular time,
that's how you do it. Oh no,
that's how you
leave
the room.
Let me let you know. Hey baby, we're not gonna have no talk about the color. We talked about it episode 1. I told you I don't.
Your time with me is up. Your time with me is up. Figure something else out.
You could have let it go then, but you didn't want to let it go. I told you episode 1, I don't fuck with you not because of Johnny J, but because every time it's a lawsuit going around, your name is on the paper. I'm trying to figure.
Bitch, I'm tired of you taking my money. And then you branded like how you're gonna toss these videos out and how Johnny says this and that about her, but then you want to talk to the girl and make it right. I don't know this woman to not like her, but I'm not a fan. Oh, I'm not a fan.
Now she's stressed out. You stressed out because you know you're not coming back next season. And Tamara ain't helping you. That's baby, I was starting to fight with Tamara so quick.
But you know what the best part of all that was? When she was panicking, them girls were leaning in like, oh, they finna tell us. She finna tell us. Now her and Johnny having issues. That's what they wanted. That's what they thought they was finna get.
She was gonna break up with Johnny.
They was loading up for her. They said,
guess what they would have did? They would have rallied around her over and said, girl, he uses everybody. He's a piece of shit, horrible man.
They would have started telling the truth.
You fell for it.
They would have started telling the truth.
But when she said, oh, no, being Johnny good, they were like, oh.
Oh, shit. Well, then what, girl? Then what?
Get out of here with that shit. What you talking about, Willis? Get out of here. All right, so when I was able to catch back up with it, Emily was over Alexis. She was in the kitchen trying to hide from her. Gina was begging Alexis to come rally and move forward. They know that she's stressed, but just have a good time. So they're gonna play Jenga, and Jen says, "Alexis, you got a lot going on. I know you need to have some fun. So why don't you pull the first block?" Because Jen is just such an incredible human being and is so thoughtful. Because I'm like, girl, we going clockwise. I don't care. That
Except when she's
you
shooting
at the
for
end
the
of the line.
husband.
Wait your turn, Effie. Uh, and so Alexis pulls the block asking who does she hate the most, and she says the devil. And then she throws the block into the fire. And they like, now the one thing about Jen, she don't play by her children toys. Did you see how she looked at the girl when she threw the block in the fire?
My, forget the toys, girl. I just got into this man's house. She finna burn it down. Girl,
She said, I can't replace some blocks. You know I ain't got no money.
She's trifling. She's trashy. She's a trick. Don't bring her nowhere else. She don't need to come around no
Don't
more.
bring you can't don't bring her back to my house no more.
Don't bring. Mm-mm.
Wait, I forgot to mention this because this is why I don't like Emily, right? Now Emily is finna go on this wackadoodle tirade that we're going to get into. But before that, at the beginning of the episode, she has lunch or she has coffee or whatever they had with Jen and with Katie. Um, and Jen offers to buy Emily it was a coffee. What was it?
I don't remember.
She offered to take care of Emily's tab. And Emily says, I guess I'll take care. She can't pay her rent, but sure, she can pay for this. Why are you still bringing up the lady can't pay rent 11 episodes into the season? This is why I don't like Emily. Just wanted to say. Because, again, they had to talk. Jen thinks she's gotten it straight. Jen has not said one cross word about her ever this season.
And
But she most
also,
certainly, huh?
remember, like it was an episode or two ago, she had just apologized to Jen, saying she was doing too much and she shouldn't have been doing it, and she
So
feels
why are
bad.
you in confession saying that about her? We know she can't pay her rent.
Yeah.
Leave Jen alone. Emily asks Heather, well, excuse me, they're playing the game. Tamara goes and her disgusting ass pissed by the pool.
She's so nasty. Booty
She's just
hole play.
gross. It's like trailer park at this point. It's Tammy Sue. You know her name is Tammy Sue. Tammy Sue. Emily asks Heather about the fashion show. Well, mentions the fashion show to Heather and lets Heather know that she was bothered and hurt that she had to bring her own jeans. She felt singled out and went into the bathroom and had a good cry. Heather says she didn't feel good about, excuse me, Emily says that she also didn't feel good about having to wear the same dress as Alexis because Alexis is a size 2 and she's a plus size woman. Heather said that she went ahead and gave the measurements directly to the designer, and that is what came out. So not only did she give the designer the measurements that the ladies gave her, that Emily had on a tight dress and she looked quite fabulous in it. So maybe it was the designer that was like, I don't have the pants for her. Maybe we could just have her bring something. So maybe it's the designer's fault. I don't know. Either way, the ball was dropped
It wasn't the
by not
designer.
having her bring a pair of black leather pants. I'm just
It
going to
wasn't
be
the
honest with
designer
you.
because Heather said every girl bought something different, which means she told them all to bring something, and
That's true. I was trying to get her off the hook.
she also made a nasty remark. She said, "And I got some news for you. That dress was tight on Emily. It wasn't." She said it wasn't too big. I said, "Ooh, Heather, ooh, Heather." So
She
yeah,
did that shit on purpose. Yes. Anyway, wearing the same dress as Alexis. Heather says that she apologized, but Emily wants to keep coming for her. Emily is trying to let her know, although she's becoming pretty frantic, is letting her know that I don't blame, like, I'm not upset with you. I'm just telling you how that affected me. So maybe moving forward, we won't have that issue. Again, one thing about Heather that Katie called out, Heather is super defensive. And anytime you try to address anything with Heather, she takes it as a personal attack. That was not a personal attack. You just got somebody who was a little bit passionate about this particular subject. And so while you're misreading her passion as an attack, she's just trying to get across to you where that center, or how that center, what state of mind she's been in since that happened. You know, I didn't hear her once blame Heather and say, you did this and you did that. She just said, hey, when I had to show up in a different look than the other ladies, and then you put me next to these skinny bitches, I felt a type of way. And so I don't think you did it maliciously, but um, this is how it made me feel. Now, because she said it didn't feel malicious, but she wanted to express how she felt, and Heather being dismissive, where are you landing on that particular portion of it? And then we'll get to the second half.
So this is my thing. If you don't think I did it maliciously, what is the purpose of this conversation? You want me to know how you felt, and you're telling me that I made you feel this way because of the actions that I did, but you don't think it was malicious. Why are we discussing this?
I think. Go
It's
ahead.
like Heather's not gonna. Heather can't make you feel good about you. And you're saying you don't think she did it with any type of ill will, but you still want to bring it to her attention. You still want to make her aware, so in the future she doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. If she's not doing it maliciously, why are we having this conversation? Heather can't do nothing for your confidence. That's all on you, your surgeon, whatever medicine you're doing. And if that's not working, Heather putting you in something that you feel pretty in is not going to do nothing for you. I've never understood that. I don't think she did it maliciously, but I still want to talk to her about it. For what? What's the point? What's the purpose? If you don't think she was trying to attack you and make you feel low, why are you addressing with her? What do you want her to gain from
Well,
this?
because this is how it made me feel. I don't think you did it on purpose, but I think that you lacked thought. So maybe next time you could think about, hey, are all of our models going to wear the same thing? Because just having the body size there isn't enough for inclusivity to be inclusive. It would have been better to send that message that everyone's wearing the same things, all different heights, ages, shapes, and sizes. So
And
I mean, I
see, so I can understand, like in other circumstances where people don't think, well, maybe this wasn't malicious, but I just want to make them aware. In this particular one, I don't understand how you want me to be more mindful about you. I don't. Your body. This
Mitch,
and
next
that.
time tell me to bring some leather pants like you told everybody else. Don't make them
And
bring no jeans.
I also agree with Heather because like she said later on, like I'm doing a charity event to make people feel included, to make people not feel like defamed or attacked, and then you come telling me that no, you basically telling me my whole purpose of what I'm doing, what you were there for. I don't really stand behind all because you were uncomfortable because you saw that's them jeans were no damn issue. If Alexis didn't have on that size 2 dress, none of this would be a conversation. That's really what this is about because she had
The
to say
jeans would have been an issue for me. I gotta be honest. That would have been the issue.
I don't understand. I don't see that. That's not something Heather can control. Heather can't control. Hell, Emily can't even control Emily's emotions. So at this point, I don't know what she wants.
I would have had a problem with Heather making me wear jeans and I get there, everybody got on black leather pants. I would have a problem.
Okay, so then that means you feel like she did it maliciously. So then you just need to
No,
be
I need to
upfront.
figure out whether or not you did it maliciously
But
because I don't know your
she doesn't need to
intent.
figure out. She said she doesn't think it was malicious. So
Well,
I
I'm
don't
just talking
understand
about for
her.
me.
I'm saying, but her, like you're saying, you would have to figure out because now you're going and you're questioning because you're unsure. Emily's not unsure. She's saying she doesn't think it was done to be mean, but she still wants to address it, and then she still wants to cry and say, "I've worked so hard on myself." Well, girl, if you worked hard on yourself, you are proud of where you are. What are we talking about?
Oh yeah. Well, I did say earlier in the episode, and I still agree with that. That's the self work that Emily needs to do. But I think as a friend, I think that the conversation is worth having because as I'm working on myself, these are things that you could be aware about too. If you're not aware or you're doing these things,
And
I think
also,
that.
as a friend, I think that would have been better received if Emily would have told her that with just the two of them instead of trying to bring it in front of the
Oh yeah,
group.
now Emily tried to stunt in front
She
and
tried.
tried to
That's
put
what
on
I'm
the
saying,
show.
and that's why I'm not mad. Of course, I'm going to get defensive because now you're saying you don't think it was malicious, but you're putting it out there, and you know how it could be perceived between these, amongst these other women. So hell yeah, girl. Now I'm on the defense.
Yeah, someone made a very good point. I believe it was Samara. I think I'm not sure. Someone said that she has body dysmorphia and it's very clear. Can I tell y'all something? My whole life I was 105 pounds, soaking wet with a brick, like very skinny, very demure, though I'm still demure, but just very twinkish my whole life. And then around my late 20s, I started gaining all this weight, and I didn't realize I gained all the weight. But one thing about the body dysmorphia that I had was, even though I was so little, I always thought that I was this size. Isn't that something?
That's a thing, but I
It
don't.
is. I mean, it's very, but I have worked on it. There are certain things that trigger me, like me showing up in them jeans and everybody got that stuff on would have triggered me, and I would have had a conversation to determine whether or not you did that shit on purpose or not. And then I would just say, hey, next time going forward, it'll be better if you if you could try or to either A, make sure everyone is wearing the same thing if that's possible, unless you want everyone to have on a different kind of look, which in that case should be something for someone who has had a clothing line, because I have, to be communicated to the models. So I do still feel like Heather dropped the ball with the communication piece, but the way that Emily internalized it is on Emily. Does that make sense?
I can agree to a
But
certain.
y'all, you ain't got to damn agree if you don't agree.
I'm saying to no to a certain extent. I still don't understand the purpose of her not feeling it was malicious, but wanting to address it in front of the group. She just wanted something to talk about. Well, she really should have just
Mhm.
said, "Girl, why don't you give me that size 12 dress and then go put her in one smaller?" That's really what upset her. Because if that never happened, the gene thing would have never triggered in her mind. Emily is insecure, and Emily needs to figure that out with Emily. That's for me. That's just what it is. Not disregarding, dismissing her body dysmorphia and how she may be triggered by certain things, but that is an Emily issue. So they sitting around. She worried about Jen and her money, like Tamara worried about Jen and the money, and Shannon and the drinking. They both of them need to go get into therapy because they both sit there picking with everybody else. But you got Emily crying because she lost all this weight. She still feel big. You got Tamara crying because she married wrong the first time, and the kids don't like her, and the husband's full of shit. They all got something to work on, but they said he picking at them other girls. They're just gonna make them feel better about themselves. So they really have to sit with themselves. They got to figure that out on their own. That's an Emily issue. I'm sorry.
Whoop, there it is. All right. So the second part of it is Alexis hears that Emily was standing next to Alexis, and Alexis butts in and says, well, I didn't do anything to you, so I don't know why you bringing my name up. And Emily says, hey, baby, hey, my sweet baby, this don't have nothing to do with you, so mind your business. I'm talking to Heather. She goes back to yelling at Heather again. And she said, you didn't apologize. And Alexis butts in again and says, she did apologize, damn it. And at that point, Emily loses her shit on on Jen because she knows she can't lose her shit too much on Heather like that. She loses her shit on Jen and tells her to shut up. Excuse me, not Jen, but Alexis, to shut up. It has nothing to do with her. Stop involving her. And Alexis is saying that it does have everything to do with her because you keep bringing her into it. And you know right now she's a broken bird. She's a broken bird. She's a broken bird. Why do you keep putting her in it? In the meantime, Heather attempts to, excuse me, Emily attempts to speak with Heather about her issue again. And Heather at this point is over it and doesn't want to hear it. Heather does the I'm telling you thing, and Emily said, get your hand on my face. And what Heather did, put that hand down. And she didn't want none of Emily. That's one thing about Heather. She ain't that, she damn too smart to be dumb, because baby, she put the hand down, did she not?
She put it down.
Hmm. It's let me tell you something. For all as bad as Emily get on my nerves, and for as much as she was acting like a wackadoodle, I live for telling her to tell her to get her finger on her face, because Heather do that a lot with people. And I know somebody in the corner. You know who else was living for it? Katie.
But that whole interaction that just lets me know that Emily does feel like it was malicious, or she wants to make it not.
But there's a thing with Heather, right,
She's
Sammy?
too upset. She's too
Anytime
upset.
anyone has an issue with Heather, it always turns into this. I've never
That's because
seen.
I feel like it's because they put Heather up on this high pedestal. They feel like she's the queen bee, and they all want the approval of Heather. And when it doesn't fall in their way, now this is how they act.
No, but Heather has a way of being dismissive, condescending, shut off, and turning these things into attacks. Sometimes the girls don't be attacking her. They be trying to tell her or talk to her about an issue, and it turns into this. She does definitely add fuel to the fire that way. She's always kind of done that. For me, I don't like it. But what I will say is Emily was over emotional and irrational. And sometimes when you're like yelling and screaming all over the place, people don't hear the point. They just see you yelling and screaming all over the place and they dismiss you, even if the point is a good point or it's a valid point. Not saying that Emily did have one or did not have one, but the theatrics around her point makes her points get lost in the theatrics. So as she's doing all of these theatrics, Alexis then again continues to bring up how um, she is brought into this, and again, Emily loses her shit on Alexis and continues to tell her to shut up, shut up. And at this point, she says, friend. I'm like, oh, wow, we breaking the fourth wall like that. Alexis says she is a friend and a better friend than Emily could ever be. I said, you better own your friend role, bitch. And then as as Emily is leaving the house, she again tells Alexis to shut the fuck up and go fuck Johnny J some more. You wackadoodle, because she's been a wackadoodle all night. What do you think about the rest of this wackadoodle fight? We're gonna go ahead and take some callers if anybody has a call, and then we're gonna get up on out of here. But what did you think about the rest of that scene?
I was just glad when Emily finally told her, "Look, shut the fuck up. Like you're annoying. It's like a little gnat." I also would say, and going back to Heather versus Emily. Emily didn't want to have a conversation either because when Heather told her, "Well, can you quit yelling and let me talk?" Emily told her, "Fuck that," and walked off. So she didn't want to have a conversation. She just wanted to get off her chest that Heather made her feel big. That's all. Chase, you need to get
What
your
did Heather
production.
make her feel big or not?
You need to get your production and tell her to do not write me on the clock. She needs to be working the controls.
Production.
Yeah, you didn't see. You didn't click off the wrong person trying to be nasty. I hope this your last night, Demisio. Uh-oh. Oh, Chase did that himself. Oh, okay.
About that, I
I'm,
lost my
I'm sorry.
connection. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sorry about that. Production, leave the town alone. Now, speaking of production, we normally let production come up and give their thoughts on the show. Is that all right with you?
Sure. I'll go and stand down.
Production, give us your thoughts solely on the show. Thank you. Solely on the show.
Solely on the show. Thank you.
Let me shut up.
Uh. Solely on the show. Thank you.
Okay, okay, I just wanted to say Emily reminds me of Christy Alley. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but oh, she reminds me of her so bad. But if I'm so tired of hearing Johnny J name, John Jansen. Like, oh, if I hear one more time, it's just like at this point, why do he not have the spot on the show instead of Alexis? They bring his name up every 30 seconds, every episode since it then started. I done heard more about John Jansen for a lifetime. Okay? Like, oh, but you know what? As y'all have said, Alexis and John gonna get their karma. They gonna get their karma. And the crazy part is, I actually used to like Alexis when she was first on the show, and I'm like you, Chase. I felt really bad how Tamara, Vicky, and Heather used to treat her back in the day. That's why it's just so funny how Heather and Tamara are so buddy buddy and chummy chummy with Alexis now. That's why it's so hard to when they have those little moments with Shannon, it makes it so hard to believe that they're genuine because y'all didn't even used to like Alexis. And now all of a sudden she's y'all friend. It's just crazy. And then Heather saying that she wished that John was there. It's just like, Heather, this is why I don't like you. This is why I don't like Heather. And I mean, for once, I agreed with something that Gina said because the way they moving towards Shannon, instead of just settling this whole thing and moving on, is just like, again, I've heard enough from John Jansen for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like you, the episode was boring, so I'm gonna just skip to the end too. it's really tricky because I understand both point of views. Like it is not Heather's like problem with what Emily is battling internally. But at the same time, I do blame Heather because this is something that Emily has spoken about many times. And I feel like Heather is a smart woman. She's not dumb. And I feel like she knows what she's doing. And I feel like in the back of her mind, she had to know that that was going to be an issue when that lady walked out there and saw that she was the only one in jeans and not in the designer's clothes. Like Heather had to know that. It's just like, come on, Heather. You know this. You gonna tell that lady to bring her own jeans, and then knowing that these other ladies are wearing the designer's clothes, and she's the only one that has to basically bring her own stuff, girl. And I'm like you, Chase. I would have felt the way too if I was Emily. If I didn't walked out here and I'm thinking like, okay, we did brought our stuff for this little fashion show, whatever. And I get out here and I'm the only eyeball out with these clothes. Everybody got on black and stuff, and I got on a white shirt and some jeans. I would have something to say too. That's why I say I feel like Heather knows exactly what she was doing, and I was so glad that Emily was wearing Alexis out. Because girl, have a seat. Have a seat. You just want a moment and you just want to be involved so bad. I was so glad she said friend, because she is a friend of, and that's why John Jansen gonna leave her ass once he realized she not coming back next season. I'm so sick of them.
In the words of Caroline Manzo, you heard it here first. All right, Demisio, thank you so much for calling in. We're going to go ahead and call it a night. This is the second show of the day here for No Chase TV. I am tired, and I got to be honest, I got these bathrooms, so child, we got to go. With that being said, thank you guys for
Bye,
almost 100 viewers across all platforms, Twitter, X, Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere else you're watching. Oh, yes, that's right, Twitch. Sammy, thank you for coming in. You came in hot, Sammy. Always glad to have you here.
I'm glad I could make it. I thought you was gonna cuss me out tonight. I realized my ring light, the side that holds the holster that holds the phone, is completely broken. So I had to. I did a little thing last minute, so I made it work. I said, well, I don't want to have.
You got it tied up to the ceiling fan and
Well,
hanging
I'm
from
gonna
the ceiling.
cancel him again. It's gonna be a beef in the morning.
You said what?
I said I was gonna have to cancel on you again. It was gonna be a beef in the morning.
Oh yeah, I was definitely gonna follow up with you and whoop your ass like Emily was about to do Heather.
Okay.
With that being said, thank you to all the people tuning in. I would normally say your name like I do, but I really appreciate you guys. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bells. I may have a little surprise for y'all since we got a little break. I may give y'all something to hold on to, but we'll see. With that being said, keep tuning in to No Chase TV Divas. See you soon.
Good night.